Hi everybody, it's CJ and Chup here. After
Chup.
the longest day of our lives, probably. We've just put our children to bed like 4 times. Yeah, it's been a long day, but we're happy to be here, vlogging. It was an interesting week of vlogging this week because I was writing about my 5 loves. And everybody that we talked to had sort of the same question. One, they wanted to know, how did my husband feel about me writing about my past love experiences? And 2, how did Chup feel in particular about me writing about what a special time we had our first year of marriage? And also, maybe if I could add a 3. 3 being, what was the turnaround for you when we were first married? What made you decide that you wanted to be married to me after all? So how would you like to tackle some of those questions for us?
Sure, let's tackle them.
Okay.
Which one?
Okay, first of all, how did you feel about me writing about former loves?
Oh, I thought it was great. I thought it was great. Most of those, I found this with all of the essays, including mine, that there were things that we had talked about before. I'd heard most of those stories before. But to sit down and read them, it was a little richer, a little more detail than I'd ever had before. And it was kind of a little get to know you a little bit better. It was kind of cool. It was cool.
It was. You didn't feel jealous?
Horribly jealous.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Terribly jealous.
No, but Chup is not the jealous type. I've tried. Okay, so the second one was, how did you feel in particular about what I wrote about you?
Well, the first time I read the essay, when I proofed it, it was not at all what I thought it was going to be, which was, it wasn't hard for me because, of course, you and I have had that conversation, a few times. Mm-hmm. But again, like I said about the other essays, there was more detail in it, and when I had to sit down and just read through all the detail that you put in there, it was, I don't know, it just made me appreciate who you were and what you went through then. And I've said it before that I'm a changed person. I'm not the person that I was then.
Definitely.
But it made me sad it made me remember a little bit of what I was thinking and what I was going through then, but it made me sad. It made me feel, apologetic isn't the right word, but it made me feel bad for you. It made me feel bad that you went through that. And specifically that I was the person that put you through that. And it's not a matter of blame or anything like that, I don't think, because it was who I was, and I don't think I could have changed it. I think I actively thought about it at the time. I felt bad about what was happening then,
Yeah, I know that.
But it was a process of the sum of what I had arrived, of who I was at that point. And
there's a line in there that I said, I knew that you loved me, but I didn't think you loved us.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right? It was the relationship that was hard for you, I felt like.
Yeah. Well, and again, this is something that you and I have talked about a lot, but I had a powerful set of expectations and what made them more specifically powerful was the fact that I believed that they had been stripped mostly of worldliness and covetousness and sexism and chauvinism, Like, there were things that I believed were important and believed that my list was okay before God, and when some of those things weren't being fulfilled in the relationship that you and I were building, it was really, really tough for me. And it took a while for me to realize that either my list was off, or that what we were building was, it sounds completely cliched, but it was better than what I had imagined, because I couldn't imagine it. People who aren't married or don't have kids, they don't for the most part, they don't get it. You can't get it until you do it. And I was getting it slowly.
Yeah.
Getting it.
Yeah. I like to blame that part on the book, Richard Bach's Bridge Across Forever. Do not read that book. It is the most beautiful, well-written book. Right? It's one of the most beautiful books I've ever read, but man, can it screw you up.
Yeah.
About relationships. Okay, so thirdly, I think what most people were saying is that I didn't show much of a transition. And I think that's just because I don't feel like there was a transition.
No. There was no aha, there was no epiphany, there was no, I'm so sorry I've treated you this way, I'm going to treat you different now. It was very much a becoming and a transformation. It was the same way that I don't really ever say that we fell in love. I realized one day that I just did not want to be without you. And that's how I realized that I loved you more than anything in the world. Which was completely different from any list or any expectation or any Richard Bach romanticization of what I thought would happen and what I believed with every part of me would happen. And therefore it was like so hard to let go of. So the transformation from 18-year-old me, 18-year-old hanging on in a lot of ways, to what we've got going on now and what we're still transformed to be. It wasn't any one moment, right? Yeah,
I think the interesting comparison can be drawn between what happened with me and my ex-husband, who I tried to change. You know, I thought if I could just change him, then this would work. And I think I realized when I married you, I just knew I wasn't going to change you. I was just going to let you evolve, like you would let me evolve. And that's just, it's like you said, it's just that's what happened. You settled.
Yeah.
You settled into us.
Not settled for anything. I settled into what we were becoming. And I've said this before, I've thanked you for that before, but it bears repeating that that's a brave and a tough thing to do, to say, go ahead and be who you are right now, and I'll keep on loving you. I feel like this is really serious, like we should be doing something funny or something.
Well, I think that's all we have tonight. We're tired and serious, and we're not going to make out.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Russell.